What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Ranger Boys, and today we are back with another Pokemon challenge video. Today we are in Pokemon Fire Red, and today's challenge is going to be how fast can we beat Pokemon Fire Red using only a Gengar. So I'll start. You can see I named myself A and my rival B. Then I set all these time font size, and then I saw that it glitched a bit. Just a bit, but whatever, it is what it is. Then I reset the game, the glitch all became all good, and then we saw that our rival had Squirtle, man, because it was the hardest to deal according to me. But if it was not, let me know in the comments what was. But as you can see, we put it to Hypnosis, licked it down and beat it down. But Professor Oak is telling that he does not want me to get him the package. He wants his grandson to get the package, so I gave Daddy the package and then we came here. Yeah. But that's not the main thing for now. The main thing for now is facing Brock. So as you can see, the first attempt we are at level 10 while facing Onix, but it just was not possible. So we reset the game and came back at level 11 by just battling the junior camper who was outside of Brock. I mean, who tells you are a million light years away from Brock, but even the second try did not go so well. So then I thought of a strategy. My strategy was to first put the Geodude to sleep, then just lick it down, and then when the Onix comes out, when it starts using Rock Tomb, we are gonna use Spite to reduce the PP so that his Rock Tomb PP goes away, and then we can just whittle it down because Onix's only rock type move is Rock Tomb. So yeah, that strategy worked to perfection. But now let's talk about which fossil we took. So I took the I will not tell. Guess what I took in the comments. But anyways, so with the Mewtwo, we thought of Gengar Mega Punch because that was the only counter for normal types like Rattata, Pidgey, all the normal types. But as you can see, I'm getting wrecked by Misty, so I had to reset a couple of times. But eventually I got the way. So the victory went something like this. So first I put his Staryu to sleep. Then I just licked it down, nightshaded it and just won. But then I made her to use a super potion on that Staryu because if she uses a super potion on Starmie, it's pretty much gone for me. But after after I put Starmie to sleep, I just licked it down, nightshaded it, and then eventually it went down and I was like left with 4 health. And I got 2 levels from beating Starmie if you did not see that. But if you saw that, you are decent. But anyway, as you can see, we are getting wrecked by this Pidgeotto sand attack. We couldn't even hit. The two just hit 2 Mega Punches and the second one was a low roll. And that's why we kinda lost. But the third attempt went to perfection. We just wrecked that Pidgeotto in this attempt. Squirtle was wrecked, Abra was wrecked, and the Rattata just couldn't, man. And then we reached level 21 where we reached a move called Confuse Ray. So Confuse Ray is a very decent move. It confuses the foe so that they can hit themselves in confusion. But at the end of this bridge, as you can see, there's some random guy. He's just, no, hey dude, what are you thinking? I'm like, I'm a cool dude. And he's like, okay, do you want to join Team Rocket? And I'm like, nope boy, I don't like it. Then he's like, oh. Then I'm like, hey. Then he tells it to battle me. So he starts off with Machop and I finish it with Shadow Punch and a Mega Punch, and next up is Drowsy and I knock it out. Next up is to do the trade for a Pokemon known as Tiding, which is a very good HM Mule. So the HM Mules are like, if you're playing Pokemon Fire Red, the best HM Mules, just 2 HM Mules, okay? They are Chiding, the Farfetch and Lapras, which you get in Silph. So take 2 these. Oh, looks like I have forgotten to explain the rules. Okay, so hopefully I will have them in the comments below, and if I don't have them in the comments below, let me tell you now. So the rules are very simple. I can just use Gengar in battle, HM Pokemon are allowed, no items in battle. Easy, just 3 rules. Held items allowed. So as you can see, and actually we beat Lieutenant Surge on the first attempt. So yeah, we are very good. No doubt we are good. But this Raichu starts setting up double team, but Shadow Punch is 100% priority. So no way, you're no way dodging it. without protect or detect, something like that. But as you can see, I got the bike, and now time to battle Giovanni. So Giovanni starts off with Onyx, and that's already a pain because I have hardly any PP for Shadow Punch left. So I had to confuse it a bunch of times, do all those stuff. And when this Kangaskhan came out, it started biting me, and I was like gone. So I reset the game, and this time I got a nice crit, which really pulled off. But then I again missed a couple of Mega Punches on the Kangaskhan. Yeah, that's sad, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, then the Rhyhorn came out. It tailed with me a couple of times, but I confused it so that it does not hit me with. And I don't think it has even a move to hit me with. Like ground type moves, it's dodged by Levitate, and normal type moves do not affect me. And we got even the TM for Thunderbolt, so that can be useful in the future. Time to head to Erika. So Erika starts off with Victreebel, who's a 5-shot with Shadow Punch, maybe. I didn't count properly. Sorry about that. But from next time I hope to count it. But next up was Tangle, and it stun scored me, Giga drained me, and I was like left with 31 health, and I knew I'm not gonna win, but a miracle happened. The Vileplume just kept on using some status moves and it did not affect me. But now I put Thunderbolt on my Gengar, and that's the end for our rival now. As you can see, all his Pokemon are a one-shot. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. And then we went to that Marowak Ghost, and this Pokemon is seriously bulky, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's so bulky, it took 3 Shadow Punches to go down. Then I gave this security guard some nice tea, grabbed the TM from Psychic, and went to Silph to battle for the hardest rival battle till now. So, he leads off with a very decent Pidgeotto, who's an easy one-shot. Execute, Alakazam, everyone on one shot, but that Alakazam used Future Sight, and that is the best move it could use, like actually. Yeah, because that Alakazam knows Psychic, and if you don't know what does Psychic do, it OHKOs me straight off. So yeah, you might expect some trouble in the future from this Alakazam. But anyways guys, as you can see, I took the nice Lapras. And then now time to battle Giovanni. So Giovanni starts off with Nidorino, who's over 2 shots with Thunderbolt. Next up is Rhyhorn, and because Shadow Punch is a physical move and Rhyhorn is very bulky, it took quite a move to go. And then I just had 3 PP for Shadow Punch remaining, guys. And after the Nidoking was out, I had no PP, but I had Thunderbolt. That's why I used 3 Thunderbolts, and the Kangaskhan is down and out, and we are level 42 to face Sabrina. But before facing Sabrina, I grabbed the Master Ball, and I never actually used it. I really wanted to use it on a shiny Pokemon, but I've never got a shiny Pokemon in this Pokemon challenges I have done. But yeah, Sabrina is a Psychic type specialist, and we are weak to Psychic. So I just leveled it up a bit more to launch Shadow Ball and to outspeed that Alakazam, or else it would just OHKO me straight off. So I had to do quite a bit of leveling up there and here and there. Next up is Koga. So Koga starts off with a Shadow Coughing, which is the one shot with Shadow Ball. Next up is Muk, and we even took that thing out. Next up is another Coughing, who took a couple of, he just took 1 Thunderbolt to go down. And last up is Weezing, who just, as you can see, right, then grabbed the Rare Candy, went to Blaine. So Blaine starts off with this Growlithe, who was a 2-shot with Shadow Ball. Then come with Arcanine, and yeah, as you can see where this is going. Rapidash came in and OHKO'd me with Fire Blast. So I had to confuse the Rapidash, hope that it hurts itself in confusion. Then I had to Thunderbolt it, and then I have won. So yeah, that was a very good lucky situation. Then we saw Bill out, and we said no, we are not coming. Time to face Giovanni. So Giovanni starts off with Rhyhorn, and actually, if you remember, Erika gave us a Giga Drain TM, which is going to be very useful in this gym, but I just had 3 PP for Giga Drain, so I had to save it. So I had to use Shadow Ball on the Nidoking, and this Nidoking, oh my god, that was bulky. Serious bulky. But then Rhyhorn came and it's a one-shot. Yeah, so we got all the Giga Drain PP. Time to face B. So yeah, he has a Alakazam, but nice that did not outspeed me. And we are almost at the end of the video, and I think we are just around 10 minutes and 20 seconds in, I believe, and we are already in the Elite 4. So yeah, I don't want to make the videos very long, okay? Time to head straight to the Elite 4. So first up is Lola, and I just wanted to see how I go and did I need over leveling. So I did that, and then Slowbro and Dewgong both went down, but then this Lapras came in and Ice Beam knocked me out. Next try, Dewgong served us, we knocked it out. Then we put the Slowbro to sleep, Giga drained it just to regain all our health back. Then the Lapras came out and we decided to go for Thunderbolt. It did, we got a crit, knocked it out. That's from pretty lucky situation, alright. Next up is Cloyster, and you know how is Cloyster's special defense in this game, right? It's in non-existence. And Jinx is the one shot with Shadow Ball. Stand head to Bruno. So Bruno starts off with Onyx, and I replaced Giga Drain with Psychic for this match, because from now I won't be needing Giga Drain that much. His second Onyx though took a Psychic pretty well, and this Machamp took a Psychic like a pro, but this Machamp does not know any fighting type moves, so it lost. And Hitmonlee also was not a one shot. Nothing as a one shot, man. That's what is annoying. But whatever. It is what it is. Now Agatha, we had very less PP for Psychic, so I decided to use it very limitedly, like Shadow Ball the Haunter, but I had to Psychic the last Arbok, and out came a Gengar. It put me to sleep, Shadow Ball me twice, unless I woke up and Thunderbolted, which it left with a sliver of health, and it knocked me out with a Shadow Ball. But then we again regained our consciousness, rebattled her, and won the match. Time to head for the toughest Elite 4 match ever. Like, this is the toughest match of the game, I believe, because I had to reset for this fight 10 to 15 times. For Mewtwo, I had to hardly reset for any fights. Like, the only fight where I had Charizard, or only for the Silph building, I think I had to do a lot of resetting. But for this, oh my goodness, this Dragonite just O-code me straight off. Like, actually. So I had to put it to sleep, do so many stuffs, and finally with 7 HP in this run, I got the most luck possible. So it starts off with Gyarados, which is a 1-shot, Aerodactyl is a 2-shot, Dragonite is a 5-shot, Dragonair, both his Dragonairs, I hypnosis them, psychic them, knock them out. And that's the end of Lance. So now, time to face B, and the first match, the Pidgeotto Critters using, yeah, you guessed it, Aerial Ace. And then that's it. The Alakazam actually did not go for, he went for Future Sight actually, so yeah, that was pretty lucky. But unfortunately, we had to use all our rat candies. You remember all the rat candies we got earlier in this game which I showed you? So I got around 4 or 5 rat candies, I think 3 or 4, so I used them and came to level 64 and then battled him. So even in this, it was very hard to beat him, but eventually I managed to do it. That Alakazam, you remember, that caused a lot of trouble, but it actually used to reflect, but we got a lucky Shadow Ball crit and knocked it out. Next up is a Blastoise, and it Hydro Pumped me, and I thought this is gone. And then we left with 16 health and so much luck we got. Just don't ask me how much luck we got in this match. Like, actually, we put the Rhydon to sleep, we put the Executor to sleep, we got so much luck. But then, what is our timing? What is our timing? What is our ultimate timing? And our ultimate timing is 3 hours and 42 minutes. So yeah, we are pretty behind Mewtwo, but whatever, it is what it is ना, क्योंकि जब वो it is what it is होता है तभी वही होता है. पर अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो लाइक स्मैश कर देना. एम करते हैं 5 लाइक्स के लिए, 3 और 5 लाइक्स. और अगर आपको ये वीडियो बहुत अच्छी लगी हो तो लाइक जरूर स्मैश कर देना. बाय बाय गाइस, सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम एंड स्टे सेफ.